Sometimes for men to be successful in life, they've got to have a pushy mother, and also the study says. But do boys with over-attentive mothers really do better socially and in the workforce? Joining me from Brisbane, parenting expert Felicity Moore. I reckon there's so many people with their ears really wide open now. Felicity, are men more successful with pushy mums?
Oh, look, Carrie-Anne, I think pushy is a bit harsh. Really, we're talking about mothers who are just making sure that their sons succeed. I mean, what's wrong with that? It sounds awful.
It does sound awful, but is it true, though? Do you think having a mother... And what's the difference between discipline and gently edging your son into doing things that you want him to do and you know are good for him? So what's the difference between that and pushy?
Well, I think what you need to bear in mind is when you're guiding your son, as I like to call it, you're doing it with a view to what's best for him with his agreement to a degree. If you're pushing him into something that he doesn't want to do, even though you know it's best, because let's face it, mothers do know best, if he's not into it, then you really are pushy. But you know, mothers are we're guided by love, Carrie-Anne.
I'm sure. I reckon there's not only some sons out there, some mothers with some fairly strong views on this. Carrie-Anne at 9.com.au if you'd like to contribute. Look, I've got to say that this particular research, as I read, is research into ape behaviour, and it suggested that the mother ape had to really exert this influence on her son so he would rise through the ranks and get more females so she would have more children and grandchildren. So it's all on ape behaviour. What are we really saying?
Well, I can understand where she's coming from, where the mother ape comes from in this instance, because really a lot of my life is guided by, will this help my son attract a lovely marriageable girl who's going to give me lots of grandchildren? So really that's the end view for a lot of mums, is how is this going to play out as my son reaches adulthood? So you can see where the pushy behaviour does come from. I'm a bit like that, I confess. I make sure that homework is done. We drill. My child's learning to read at the moment, so there's lots of drilling about that, lots of basic maths drills going on, because I want them to succeed when they get through school. School success leads directly to professional success later in life, which means he'll meet a lovely girl and give me lots and lots of grandbabies.
Oh, you're that ape mother, and in the nicest possible way, Felicity.
I am. I'm trying really hard.
Are we doing the same, though, for girls?
You know, it's a little bit different for girls, because I do have a daughter as well.
Oh, you're that ape mother.
Well, it's a little bit different for girls because there's an innate need to assert your independence. I mean, there's a trend at the moment. Demographer Bernard Salt wrote about this a little while ago. There's a trend where children are staying at home for a lot longer, living with their parents until their 30s.
Especially boys.
This is predominantly boys. Exactly. This is boys. Girls tend to strike out and feel their independence a little bit more and want to create their own home and their own environment earlier, whereas boys, not so much. They don't care. So for mothers, what we need to do is strike a balance between pushy and push over. You don't want to be the sort of mother who picks up the laundry for your 30-year-old son, does all the washing, all the folding, keeps him tidy, cooks his dinner, makes his breakfast.
And he can still have his girlfriend in his room.
Well, yeah, exactly. There needs to be...
I think that's called a mummy's boy.
Yes, yeah. We're raising, apparently, a generation of mummy's boys. My kids won't be like that. My boys won't be like that.
Of course they won't, Felicity.
I dated my share of mummy's boys, and I'm not creating that drama for some lovely girl to date in 10 or 15 years' time. I don't want her to be going, what on earth did your mother raise? I'm not going to do that, Carrie-Anne. My kids are going to be lovely. They're going to be perfect.
Of course they are. Oh, well, I just know we've got some views out there and we'd love to get them this morning. Carrie-Anne at 9.com.au. As always, great to talk to you. Thank you, Felicity Moore from Brisbane.
Thanks, Carrie-Anne.
Oh, there you go. I just can't wait to hear some of these comments from the guys as well. If you think you're a mummy's boy not, give us your emails. OK, now how often do you